All right. Hello, everybody. Let's try that again because I didn't use the software correctly. So there was no video on there. So I just want to make sure that I'm using that software correctly. So let me just check over here and make sure that I am doing this correctly, because yeah, I wasn't doing it correctly. That's me not drinking enough coffee and staying up way too late. How many of you have that problem? How many of you have that problem staying up too late and, falling down on the job? I have my coffee. I'm drinking it. So I did this a little bit earlier and we're going to redo it because, that's what happens. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and wipe this back down. This is an Irish blessing and I'm going to show you how to make this effect. But first, I'm going to clean the board off again. These scrapers make it really easy to clean the chalk paste off. So while I'm doing this, my name is Desiree, and I am a Couture independent designer. What that means is I get a $10.99 from the company at the end of the year, and I train other people to use the products and how to start a business. And there are several ways you can start a business. I'm going to admit it right now before we even get too far. I cannot see your comments. Not right now because I don't have the laptop up. So I cannot see all your comments. But I will go back and review them afterwards. So even if you just like the products and you don't want to do a business, they're a lot of fun. I do workshops locally. And let's see, where did I put my... Did I put it somewhere? Darn. All right. I had my thing to do this. I guess I'm going to be cleaning this all the way entirely off with my towel because I can't figure out what I did with my board eraser. So I have a little sponge. It's kind of like a one of those magic erasers that you can get for the kitchen, except it doesn't have any chemicals in it. Those sponges do. All right, I'm almost done wiping this down. So this makes it easy using these chalkboards, and you can do this on sealed wood. It makes it easy to do a different design when you're tired of something, especially seasonal designs. So back to what I was saying earlier, and I'm going to take this transfer that I have cleaned. I just used it, so I'm using it again. Didn't quite clean it right there. I'll make sure I get that cleaned off. Okay. This makes it easy to redo your designs every season. And this transfer, I just washed this. So you can reuse your transfers 10 to 12 times. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this right about here. And there we go. Just down there. And you can reuse these 10 to 12 times. More if you're careful. And then, of course, those of us that do this all the time, we have a little few tricks and tips that I can give you. The more you watch, you'll see them. I've mentioned them before. And you'll be able to do things outside of those 10 to 12 times. So, to get the gradient, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go ahead and put the green paste down here, halfway up, just like this. This is old paste. They generally recommend that we only keep the paste about 10 to 6 months. I tend to keep mine longer because I can do so many projects with them, so I always keep them way longer than that. So I'm going to go ahead and just a little farther up, and then I'll come back with this other color, this muted green, and I'm going to go from the top down. This is making a gradient. It's not that difficult. Pull this one down, give it a little more paste. And then here's the fun part. I'm going to take my finger and I am finger painting like this, just mixing it in. Make sure I get all those things covered up. Just like that. And we're going to pull it up so that you can see that I have a gradient on here. This I'll wash again in water because it's dirty now, but just a water bath will clean that up. But we now have a gradient. So you can see how it's got a gradient. It'll dry. I'll hang it on the wall until I'm ready to do something else after St. Patrick's Day. So again, this is Couture. My name is Desiree. This is my morning minute, which got to be 2 morning minutes because the last time I forgot to put the video in the screen. And I just want to show you one last thing. There's 4 ways to make money with Couture. 1, you can sell your finished products like the ones in the picture. You can do that at craft fairs, Etsy, Facebook, eBay, Amazon, personal websites, anywhere you want, online or offline. You can do workshops like home parties, online parties, paid workshops at venues, kind of like the paint and sips that have been so popular in the recent years. You can do those. And those generally go $25 up to as high as $65 per person. And you buy several transfers of the same type. Everybody does the same transfer. You just teach them. And you can make money that way. You can also sell the transfers and all of the tools that go with the transfers, as well as the inks and pastes. So we do have inks for fabric that become permanent, and you can even use it on glass. And then the last one is to build a team where you're sponsoring others and you're teaching them how to run their own businesses. Whether it's one of those, if it's one of those other 3, or building a team. I do that. That's my main goal. That's what I usually do. But I do workshops and craft fairs as well. And I do sell Couture products. So with that said, I hope that you guys enjoyed the project, and I hope to see more of you. Make sure if you're interested in just purchasing the products, there are links in the descriptions that can get you started. If you're interested in starting the business, there are also links there. You can come talk to me on Facebook, on Twitter, on YouTube. With that said, you guys, have a great day. Again, this is Desiree on Easy Crafters, and I will see you this evening.